Farmers protesting against the centre's farm laws will campaign in the name of the Prime Minister. Farmer leader Rakesh Tiket said in a tongue-in-cheek message, making it clear that the farmers protesting against the centre's new farm laws will campaign against the BJP in next year's state election in Uttar Pradesh. Around 8,000 security men were deployed to maintain law and order at the gathering of farmers protesting against the centre's farm laws at a mega meeting at Muzaffarnagar in Uttar Pradesh today. The protesting farmers even dubbed the mega meeting Mission UP and Uttarakhand, indicating their plans to focus on the two BJP-ruled states where elections will be held next year.
9 महीने बाद वापस आए हैं, घर आप फिर भी नहीं जाएंगे, आपने प्रण लिया हुआ है। इस महापंचायत को सफल मानते हैं, कैसा मानते हैं?
हाँ, सफल तो है ही, पूरी सफल है। यहाँ का व्यापारी का पूरा साथ है, यहाँ का दुकानदार है उसका साथ है, यहाँ के नौजवान का इसमें साथ है, और जो लोग यहाँ पाए उनका धन्यवाद है सबको।
सर, ये किसान महापंचायत के जरिए आपने मिशन यूपी की शुरुआत कर दी है। क्या कुछ यहाँ से आप लोग कह रहे हैं, तमाम नेता ये कह रहे हैं कि योगी सरकार को हराना है, बीजेपी के खिलाफ कैंपेन करना है?
अब करेगा जब इनको नुकसान हो रहा है, जनता दुखी है, तो उनको वोट नहीं देने की है। अब उसमें हम क्या कर सकते हैं?
आप लोग तो ऐलान कर रहे हैं कि
हाँ, तो ऐलान यही तो करे भाई, जनता उनको वोट नहीं दे रही तो बताओ हम क्या करें? हम तो प्रचार करेंगे देश के प्रधानमंत्री का कि 2022 में 1 जनवरी से आमदनी दुगनी हो जाएगी। ये भी प्रचार करो। देश का प्रधानमंत्री का प्रचार करना कोई गलत है क्या?
राकेश जी, मुजफ्फरनगर में 2013 में हिंदू मुसलमान दंगे हुए, जिसका फायदा बीजेपी को हुआ। आज उसी मुजफ्फरनगर में किसान महापंचायत हो रही है, हिंदू मुसलमान सिख ईसाई एकता की बात हो रही है। आपको लगता है वो किसान आंदोलन में वो खाई पाट दी है?
अब खत्म हो, उनका पता चलेगा कि वे लोग कौन कौन थे। ये तो मोहब्बत नगर है, यहाँ से तो शुरुआत हो चुकी है, यहाँ से शुरुआत होगी। देश में आंदोलन का जन्म हो चुका है, 9 महीने आंदोलन को हो गए, तो देश में आंदोलन का जन्म हो गया। ये सारे आंदोलनकारी हैं, अब ये जाएंगे अब अपनी जगह पे यहाँ से पूरे देश भर में। पहले उसमें 18 पंचायतें होंगी।
18 पंचायतें क्या बनारस और गोरखपुर में भी होंगी?
बनारस तो भाई पीएमओ है, देश में दूसरा पीएमओ ऑफिस बनारस में ही तो है, वहाँ भी होगी, लखनऊ में भी होगी,
गोरखपुर में भी होगी। योगी जी का
तो किसान का शहर है, योगी जी का कहाँ से होगा? योगी जी का तो मंदिर है, तो गोरखपुर में होगा।
योगी जी तो कहते हैं कि किसान गुंडे हैं आपके, जो है उसमें फोटो भी ट्वीट की बीजेपी ने कि अगर लखनऊ आए तो योगी जी का मॉडल जो सब जानते हैं, उन्हें पता है कि योगी जी
आएंगे यहाँ पे आ गए ना, तो यहाँ से आगे को बढ़ेंगे।
यहाँ तो क्या बीजेपी के नेताओं को कैंपेन करने देंगे आप लोग गाँव में जा करके? राकेश जी,
आपका बहुत लंबे
राकेश जी ये बताइए कि क्या उत्तर प्रदेश के, पश्चिमी उत्तर प्रदेश में खास पर आप लोग बीजेपी को कैंपेन करने देंगे? कैंपेन करने देंगे?
पूरे देश में जाएंगे। हम तो कह रहे हैं कि भाई वो भी प्रधानमंत्री का प्रचार करें ना, कि 2022 में आमदनी दुगनी होगी, वे भी प्रचार करें, हम भी प्रचार करेंगे। मुद्दा तो एक ही है दोनों का, अलग अलग कहाँ है?
यानी ये महापंचायत के जरिए यूपी मिशन की शुरुआत कर दी आप लोगों ने?
अरे हम तो प्रधानमंत्री का ही तो प्रचार कर रहे हैं भाई। ये सारी संस्थाएं बेच रहा, तो ये बताएंगे कि ये चीजें बेच रहे हैं भाई। प्रधानमंत्री का प्रचार होगा, हर बात में प्रधानमंत्री का नाम लेंगे, ये बेची जा रही है सारी चीज, तो ये बताएंगे। कोई गलत चीज है क्या? ये बताएंगे। बिजली बिक रही है, जल बिक रहा है, तो ये गलत चीज है क्या?
हमारे दर्शकों को बताइए एनडीटीवी के जरिए कि आप 9 महीने से यहाँ नहीं, आपने कसम खाई है अपने घर नहीं जाएंगे।
हाँ, घर कहाँ जा रहे, हम तो गलियारे में आए हैं,
सीधे यहीं आए, इधर जाएंगे,
यहाँ से चले जाएंगे। मुजफ्फरनगर की जमीन पर तो पैर नहीं रखेंगे। ये संयुक्त मोर्चे की जहाँ तक मीटिंग है वहाँ तक पैर रखेंगे। इसके
It's also important that it establishes the future direction of the morcha. It's important for 3 reasons. One, certain national direction for Sanयुक्त Kisan Morcha are being announced here. Sanयुक्त Kisan Morcha will be established in every district, every state of the country, and there would be Bharat Bandh on 27th of this month. For the state of Uttar Pradesh, we are launching today Mission Uttar Pradesh and Mission Uttarakhand, which would involve freeing all the toll plazas, boycotting all the leaders of BJP and associates, and boycotting the products of Adani, Ambani and their establishments. Third, locally it's very important because Muzaffarnagar is the place where they started this politics of blood, of communal hatred, of Hindu-Muslim riots in 2013, which is the basis on which they started their victory. And Muzaffarnagar is where we are starting something new, something different.
Sir, this is the iconic ground where if we go on to the history, Chaudhry Charan Singh after emergency, he held a Mahapanchayat and they're saying that it was as huge as this is. Western UP is important. After, as you said, 2013 riots, BJP clean swept in whole Western UP. Now do you think after this Mahapanchayat, that gap between Hindu-Muslim that gap between Hindu-Muslims will go and what will be the impact?
The rift between Hindu-Muslims has already started coming down for the last 9 months. This rally has large number of Muslims, which was impossible to think even 1 year ago. So it has begun, and I think in future we would see more of this. The Hindu-Muslim divide is being built because BJP is adopting a classic strategy of the British divide and rule. And we are saying, wo todenge, hum jodenge.
So last question to you, as it is very important for UP politics, and this day is also very important. How many of these Mahapanchayats you are going to do in UP? Will you go to constituency of Prime Minister Banaras? Will you go to, you can say, home district of Yogi Gorakhpur? That is the Mandir Gorakhpur Peeth. He is the head.
As a first step, we are going to do all the 18 commissionaries of Uttar Pradesh. We would have 18 Mahapanchayats in every single commissionary, every single major town of Uttar Pradesh. And then we go to the district level. So of course we'll go to Banaras, of course we'll go to Gorakhpur, and we'll go everywhere else as well.
That was Yogendra Yadav for you people. And as of now, they are saying that they're going to hold more of these Kisan Mahapanchayats in Uttar Pradesh. And you can see the crowd is coming in from all across the directions country, and they are taking oath that on 27th there'll be a Bharat Bandh where they'll stop the railways as well, and then they'll go to 17 districts of Uttar Pradesh. They are going to hold more of these Kisan Mahapanchayats against BJP, and they will request people not to vote for BJP because according to these farmers, Sindh Kisan Morcha, BJP government is anti-farmers. In Muzaffarnagar with Pawan Saurabh Shukla for NDTV.
And BJP MP Varun Gandhi on Sunday described the farmers who've been protesting against these 3 farm laws as our own flesh and blood and suggested that the government should re-engage with them to reach common ground. Meanwhile, no film involving writer-lyricist Javed Akhtar will be allowed to be screened in the country till he apologizes to functionaries of the RSS for comparing it to the Taliban. That is what Maharashtra MLA and BJP spokesperson Ram Kadam has said. The remarks come a day after the poet-lyricist, during an interaction with NDTV, drew a parallel between the Taliban and those who want a Hindu Rashtra in India. The RSS, the ideological parent of the BJP, has long held that India is a Hindu Rashtra or a Hindu state.
जब तक जावेद अख्तर जी हाथ जोड़ करके देश और विश्व के तमाम आरएसएस के हमारे कार्यकर्ता, विश्व हिंदू परिषद के हमारे कार्यकर्ता, इस विचारधारा को मानने वाले विश्व के करोड़ों करोड़ों लोगों की वे हाथ जोड़ करके माफी नहीं मांगते, तब तक हमारा ये आक्रोश, हमारा गुस्सा, हमारा क्रोध इसी प्रकार के समूचे देश के सड़कों पर दिखेगा। उनके परिवार की कोई भी फिल्म न केवल मां भारती के मुल्क में बल्कि समूचे विश्व में हम नहीं चलने देंगे। समूचे विश्व में आरएसएस परिवार को मानने वाले करोड़ों करोड़ों लोग हैं।
You see, look at the right wing objectively, without any passion, with some objectivity. They are the same people. Now their names are different, their faces are different, but ultimately, if you look at their value system, it is the same. Vis-a-vis gender, vis-a-vis minorities, they have no love lost for minorities like Taliban. They want women to be at home and on the margin like Taliban. So what is the difference between the two? They think no law is superior than their religious faith. That is what Taliban says. So where are you different from them? And how are you so upset? And by being upset, you are becoming more Taliban. It's interesting.
And we're going to go in for a short break after that. Kerala's coronavirus crisis gets compounded after the death of a 12-year-old boy due to the Nipah virus. Welcome back. Now news from around the country. 2 more people have been identified with symptoms of the Nipah virus infection in Kerala. That is what the State Health Minister Veena George said in Kozhikode. The 2 are among the 20 high-risk contacts of the 12-year-old child who died earlier today, she said. This child, a young boy, only 12, died at a hospital early on Sunday morning. The samples of the boy, which were sent to the National Institute of Virology in Pune, have confirmed the presence of the Nipah virus. So the Nipah virus is spread by the saliva of the fruit bats, and a central team today visited the home of this child who died, collected samples of the rambutan fruit from around the home, and these samples could help identify the source of the infection and confirm whether the origin of the infection was through a bat or not. The team also questioned the family and those close with the deceased to identify the food he consumed and the animals he may have come in contact with. Meanwhile, talking about the state of health in India, people from all over the country come to Mumbai's Tata Cancer Hospital for treatment. And while treatment is available, people have to face many problems as to where they are going to stay during their treatment. Many of them live on the footpath, and this affects their health, and the problem worsens in the monsoons.
Cancer patient Narayan Suryavanshi eating lunch with his relatives on the pavement outside Tata Memorial Hospital in Mumbai. Today it is banana and rice that someone donated. 3 months ago, Narayan discovered he had stomach cancer. He had to quit work as a labourer in Nanded and has camped outside the hospital since they can't afford lodgings.
घर में थोड़ी से 2-3 बकरियां थे, वो बकरा बेच दिया. बकरा बेचने के बाद भी पैसा कम गिरा. फिर औरत के पास कुछ दागिने थे, मंगलसूत्र जोड़ी है, वो बेच दिए के साथ में पैसा लाएगा. फिर वो लोग आते हैं, कुछ खाना पीना दे देते हैं, वो खाना खा लेते हैं.
There are hundreds of such patients here. Seema Devi from Bihar has been living in Mumbai for 4 months while her husband is treated for cancer. She was given shelter in a school, but with schools about to open now, she is on the streets along with her son.
घर द्वार बाले बच्चा छोड़ करके आए हैं. अभी जो अपने बच्चा के लिए कुछ लाइफ सोचते बनाने के लिए कि अपना बाल बच्चा कुछ पढ़े लिखे, भविष्य आगे बढ़े, उनका भी लाइफ बर्बाद हो रहे हैं एक मरीज के खातिर.
क्या पढ़ाई आपकी शुरू है, बंद है, क्या हो रहा है? बंद कर दिया आपने इलाज के चक्कर में. क्या पढ़ाई कर रहे थे?
12th पास कर गए.
12th पास कर गए. बारिश भी होता होगा. ये पन्नी अभी लगाया है.
डॉक्टर बोल रहे हैं कि बोलो आसे पास में रहना है, जब फोन करेंगे तो आ जाना. तो पैसा नहीं है, यहाँ पर 1000 रुपया 500-700 का घर रूम भाड़ा लेते हैं एक दिन का, तो हम उतना कहाँ से लेंगे.
Some patients have been living on the streets for years now. CEO of Konark Cancer Foundation says that living on the streets is dangerous to the health of these patients.
These daily wage laborers, they have saved like probably 75,000 rupees. Either they can spend on the treatment or they can spend on the living. They choose to sit on the footpath. What else will they do?
The patients and their relatives are already facing a lot of issues. The expenses that they have to bear every day and staying on the footpath have increased their troubles. Until and unless there is a permanent solution given by the government, there won't be any relief to them or their relatives. In Mumbai, with camera person Praveen Jirohit, Sohit Mishra, NDTV.